Oh, wow. Jeez. Thank you. This is such a, you can tell a little bit that I'm nervous. It's such a big, historic day. Let me just start off by giving a huge thank you to my family and a big thank you to God. Because I wouldn't be here today without my family, because they raised me. And I wouldn't be here without the Lord, because the Lord put me on this beautiful earth. And I want to thank the Academy, and I want to thank everybody that went into this, the beautiful last 10 weeks doing this, man. Beautiful last 10 weeks. We talked about some great things. We talked about aliens impregnating your girl. We talked about Ezra Miller now identifying as they, them in Hawaii getting arrested. We talked about Arby's having the pea milkshake. And we talked about Marvel going berserk with the woke people. We talked about all of it. And you were right there in the seat, and I'm right here in this seat. And it's like we started a little family, didn't we? We kind of graduated from those old days. Because we're on to something new, baby. So I want to formally say thank you. Because we're out of the old days. We hit double digits, baby! We doubled up! Episode 10. You shove it. Okay? You shove it. It's a great day to be alive, man. And it's gloomy as shit outside. Didn't even rain. But Mother Nature is just... There's a certain time of the month where no matter what, even if it's rain or not, Mother Nature is going to be tossing and turning and twirling and doing a lot of different things. And of course it's graduation day. Because we double did it. We double did it, baby. So he's in the steezy green shirt. Is it a new shirt? Yeah. Did he try it on, and did his coworker say, damn, that looks super good, you gotta get it? So of course he snagged it up. He never tries stuff on, he never buys stuff, but, for the 10th episode, he had to look good. For the 10th episode, he had to go a little bit business casual. He had to look like he was going on a nice date with your mom. And let me just say, dude, that if I did go on a nice date with your mom, I'm gonna make sure that, after the day I go back to her, I'm playing catch with you. We're playing catch in the backyard. I'm going to be a good stepdad. You know what I'm saying? 10 episodes, bro. It's uncomfortable being in that new, it's uncomfortable being those first 9 months, man. When you're a baby and you can't fully process anything or register anything, we didn't fully know what we were doing. But we got the reviews coming out weekly now. I'm not wearing the glasses for the show anymore. We've really matured, haven't we? We've matured. And usually people who say matured, they haven't matured. They've done quite the opposite, because they're always trying to prove something. People who say mature try to prove some shit, man. And they always wear like Louis Vuitton, but they tell you they bought it at a thrift store. Oh, dude, people that wear designer clothes and tell you that they got it at a thrift store, it's like, dude, that doesn't change the fact that you're a designer, bitch. He's really on something today, because we're at 10 episodes. So if you want to support the channel, man, if you want to see more, you know what to do. You shove the subscribe button. You shove it. And we got the creaky chair. So if you keep subscribing, maybe we can get a new chair. It's not as creaky. It might be possessed, like that new movie that came out. I think it's called The Black Phone. We might watch the trailer for that later, because I heard that it's The Black Phone. Sounds a bit racist. You make a movie called The Black Phone, it sounds a bit racist. Make a movie called The White Phone. There's a lot of scary things about white, but they always call it like the Black Sunday. The black sheep, a lot of racism rooted into these movies, but we made it. So shove the subscribe button, leave a comment, maybe get down there in the comments and just write an irrational fear you've been having lately, right? We all got irrational fears. I was in the shower today, and for some reason I was just scrub-a-dub-dubbing, thought I was going to get hit by a bus. But guess what? I'm not going to get hit by a bus, because I'm butt-ass naked soaking wet in the shower. Why would there be a bus in the shower? And it must just take me back to when I was a child, and I would play with a little bus in the bathtub, and there's probably some trauma related to that. But man, we're here. So thanks for supporting the channel. I just dropped a Define video, and it's not just a video of me defining shit. I just dropped Primitive Skateboards Define. It's a full-length video part. And dude, it was bonkers. The video part came out, and everybody on TikTok was like, you got to review the full part, man. Where's the review at? You got to review the full part. And listen, dude, of course I'm going to review the P-Rod part, dude. P-Rod was one of the first reviews I did on the channel, and he's the greatest skateboarder of all time and my personal favorite skateboarder. I think he's like the, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Well, Kobe minus the helicopter. He's living that legacy up. You know? Damn, that shit was crazy, dude. And I guess Kobe died recently, too. Doesn't feel like it. It feels like he maybe died a lot earlier in time. And I think you can't talk about it because you'll get demonetized if you talk about it for too long. But that Primitive review dropped, and it's pretty gnarly. A Dylan J review dropped, and a Disorder review. Did he do 3 of skateboarding's craziest reviews in the spans of like a week and a half? You know it. Did he also do a bunch of Battle of the Barracks reviews because he's keeping in touch with that contest now? You know it. It's a great day to be alive, man. And I hope that you feel that it's a great day to be alive. I hope that your week has been well. I hope that you are feeling joy. I hope you've been out there in the streets. And listen, if you don't skate, I still hope you've been out there in the streets. You can still get out there and get dirty in the streets if you're not on a skateboard. It's the concrete jungle out there. And they're taking away the safaris. They're taking away the jungles, the luscious green forests. Amazon's doing that, which it's so contrary to the name. You name yourself Amazon, you go into the Amazon, and people think, oh, you're welcome here because of the name, and maybe they're going to make things better. Chopping down trees, dude. Dry land. Those Amazons wetter than your girl watching that new Harry Styles trailer. But they taking that shit away, man. So it's pretty crazy. And it's Pride Month. And I'm doing great. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you're living your best life and that you're out there in the streets and that you're celebrating Pride Month, man. We're going gay for Pride Month. It's the best thing you can do to respect gay people over Pride Month is to at least try it out. Dip your foot in the waters. You got to walk in somebody else's shoes, man. Okay, so if you feel you're a little bit homophobic, you maybe go to a gay bar, you maybe meet somebody, you maybe try something out. And this is pretty solid advice, man. I know multiple people who have done this to help. I believe that you can cure homophobia. People back in the day tried to cure being gay, but now they're trying to cure homophobia. And it's really interesting how these things have turned around. And we got the Queer Eye, dude. There's a lot of different ways that you can celebrate this month, man. I'm celebrating by watching Marvel movies. Oh! They're always putting like an LGBT in there. And I didn't even know that Miss Marvel came out, dude. I had no fucking idea Miss Marvel came out. And I couldn't really even tell you what that show was about to the fullest extent. It's about an Indian or I think Pakistani woman. And if you get those confused, it's a big deal. And the whole show is just like Avengers lore. And does he not really know what lore means, but he's using the word lore? Yes. The whole show is Avengers lore. She's dressing up as different Avengers. And there's all of these movie reviewers on TikTok now who are getting paid by Marvel and Warner Bros. So their opinion changes by the day. The first episode comes out like, this is a really great show, man. It's got a lot of heart, dude. I really like this girl, man. This is a really great comic book accurate movie. A TV show. And then 2 episodes go by, and they're like, man, I really hate the direction they chose to take this, man. It feels really inauthentic. What? And then they'll come back around to liking the show because they just want to get invited to a Marvel premiere. You know what I'm talking about? Soups. That dude Soups, who just always freaks the fuck out in those reaction videos. He's like, ooh. He's like, oh my god, dude. I did not even know that. Did you know the new Spider-Man, there's going to be 15 cameos? Dude. Dude, the new Thor movie, Thor's going to be gay, bro. That guy. And he's getting stupid shredded now. And now I got to keep up so I can get stupid shredded. So there's a chance that if he gets into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I can squeeze my way in there. He becomes Spider-Man. Guess what, dude? Eddie Brock. Hey, guess what, dude? I'm Venom. Hey, guess what, dude? I'm in the green shirt, which means Green Goblin. Your boy's got the green shirt like Norman Osborn. He's getting Green Goblin with it. Hope your girl's name ain't May. You know? So Marvel's doing a bunch of shit, man, and people aren't really liking what Marvel's doing lately because they're kind of getting mid with it and they're kind of getting a little bit sus. And is he learning the new words and terminology for things like mid and sus? You know it, dude. I had Disney Plus for a bit, and I started watching Kenobi. And actually, I still have Disney Plus because I'm going to finish out Kenobi. But can I just say, dude, if you've seen Kenobi, it's gnarly. And you cannot erase the fact that any scene with Darth Vader in it is badass. Any scene where Darth Vader shows up, even if he's just showing up to take a Darth Vader shit, it's fucking badass, dude. But them throwing Leia in there as this little kid who's like, I really got everything figured out. Really? Because when we're introduced to you as a grown-ass woman, you don't have shit figured out, and you actually kiss your brother. So don't be treating Obi Wan, a super fucking smart master Jedi, like he doesn't know anything. Leia? But I don't even think the Leia thing's that big of a deal. I actually am fine with Leia in the show because I don't watch a lot of The Mandalorian, and apparently they're just copying and pasting the whole sidekick Mandalorian script into Obi Wan. I don't know. This is what the haters are saying. This is what the people who don't like it are saying, okay? But let me just say this, dude. Flea is in Star Wars. Hold the phone. No. You see, he said he must be thinking of a CGI animated Flea. No. Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, bassist, the go-but-the-bone, can't stop addicted to the shindig, is in Star Wars Kenobi. How wonderful. Right? We got Flea in Star Wars Kenobi, and I just realized looking into the camera that if I maybe I was just, no, I'm just high. If I push too much on the shirt, you see a bit of my skin. I got a little bit of the button open. It's pretty great. We got Flea in Kenobi, dude. And the moment he came on camera, he looks like the dude who plays Daryl Dixon's brother in The Walking Dead. But it didn't make any sense to me. Because I saw him and I said, wait a minute, I know that guy. And I was watching it with my brother and I said, wait a fucking minute, dude, that's Flea. And he said, Flea who? And I said, Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. What are you doing in a Disney movie? Also, your first acting gig that I know of at least is Kenobi? And you're playing the dude who's capturing Leia. You're playing the dude who's kidnapping Leia. And let me just say this, dude. If you're going to be a kidnapper, at least be a sleazy kidnapper. Ain't no kidnapper capturing some senator's kid and not, fucking him up a little bit. Getting some cuts, scaring him a little bit. They just put her in a prison cell and waited for the Grand Inquisitor to come and get him. Most PG thing you've ever seen. Save for the little ears. Oh my God, I grew up in Florida and there was this radio station called Z88. Safe for the little ears. Safe for the little ears in the back seat. Right? Safe for the little ears in the back seat, dude. So Obi-Wan's crazy, and I cannot believe that Flea is actually in it, dude. It's absolutely fucking insane. People are taking superhero culture way too seriously, dude. There are people actually out in real cities in the United States that dress up. I'm not wearing hockey pads. They dress up in fucking hockey pads. And they paint them up, and they try to be superheroes. And let me just say this, dude. There's a dude in Phoenix who's doing it, and I actually got a little bit of respect for the dude in Phoenix. Because he's knocking some teeth in. If you're busting a bitch up, I got a little bit of respect for you, right? But there's some superheroes out in Seattle, which, yeah, Seattle does need these heroes during protests because of all the crime, because like 30,000 police officers have left Seattle. You know why, dude? Because they weren't wanted there. What a shock. And everybody's like, whoa, I'm so surprised that there's no police officers in Seattle. Really, dude? Because you complained about them being there and you said you didn't want them to be there and you said you wanted to abolish the police, and the moment the police are gone, there's a lot of crime. You call in a superhero. So now we got a bunch of nerds who don't know anything about fighting out here in the streets. Oh, dude. Thanks, Marvel. Right? Thanks, DC. And I'm not blaming this on Batman because I'm not wearing hockey pads. I'm not wearing hockey pads. Messing up the mic so much. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Water's so good, dude. He didn't go with the coffee today because he's getting the coffee later in the day because he's going out tonight and he's going to hit up the bar and he's going to be dancing. Does he really not know how to dance? Is he kind of worried to go out because he was invited to go out and he doesn't really know how to dance? Yeah, dude. But he's a goofy guy. He's going to get by just fine. The only time I feel like I know how to dance is when I do mushrooms. And we need to put some WD-40 on the mic arm because whenever I move it, sounds like a fucking frog right before they bust. Right before they bust a nut. But these superheroes, dude, these superheroes are out of hand. And they remind me of dudes who do backflips. And I was talking to Dalton the other day and I said, dude, I hate guys who do backflips. Because dudes that know how to do backflips are always backflipping. They go out in public parks and they hang out with their friends and they have a random conversation. They go, oh, you know what, dude? Let me just bust out a backflip. Or they'll be on Instagram and they post a bunch of fucking reels and one of them is them doing a backflip and look at the camera and they're like, just did a backflip. Hey, you know what, dude? Change up the scene a bit. Do a front flip. Could you imagine if something crazy happens, everybody's freaking out and you prep to do a backflip but you front flip instead? Dude, that would be badass, bro. Let's bring the front flip back. I actually used to be able to kind of do a mean front flip into a pool when I was a kid. And there's not a lot of pools around here, and the pool by my place is filled with kids, and I got the mustache. Like, stay away from that. You know, just out of respect. I don't want to freak anybody out. Just out of respect. But these superheroes, dude, oh my God, I told my brother, bro, I hate these backflip motherfuckers. And he literally started dying laughing. And he said, dude, you gotta throw this up on your show. You gotta throw this up on your show. And this is honestly some bullshit, dude. Look at this motherfucker go. Just like a fucking wheel, dude. Just backflipping away. And can I just say, dude, that if you don't stick the landing, like, look at this, man. Look at it. How is this worth it? It's not worth it if you don't stick the landing, bro. Look at how brutally look at how fucked up he gets going down this hill. This reminds me of the scene in Hot Rod when he just falls down the hill. Look at this, dude. It's all of those backflips are not worth it if you don't fucking make it. You have to stick the landing, dude. Hey, dudes who do backflips. Dudes who do backflips, you can't make your girl come. They say that about mechanics, dude. You know so much about cars. You just don't know how to make a girl bust a nut. You know? You just don't know how to make a girl bust a nut. I used to know this fireman. And he was a really like Republican fireman. And it was really during the time when my hair was longer and I was smoking a lot of weed. And guess what, dude? You're still burning it down. Was smoking a lot of weed, and I went over his place and we were catching up, and he was talking about how he loves his job because he's a firefighter and he saves so many people's lives, and he's going into these houses and they're burning and it's so dangerous, and he just loves what he does, you know, and he feels a lot of honor and a lot of pride in what he does, and he loves serving his country and serving these people is what he said. And he kind of is serving his country because he's helping the fires not swarm all over the place, right? And I said, you know, man, you and I kind of have similar lifestyles. We spend a lot of our time in smoky rooms. Oh, one more time. You and I kind of, because you're a firefighter. You and I have similar lifestyles because we both spend a lot of time in some smoky rooms. Because I'm out here smoking like a goat, dude. And I was smoking on the way home because I always smoke on the way home from work. And I go to a dispensary every day right by my work, and every day when I go in, I say, I work right by here, in case there's a discount, right? I go, I work right by here. Yeah. And I can't say the name of the place I work at, but I say I work right by there, and I tell them the place, because I'm on a podcast when I talk to them, and I get my weed. Well, I go there a couple of days ago, and I've been like 40 fucking times, because you know your boy always picks up a stack after work, so he can come home, smoke a joint on the drive home, listen to some good music, the sun is setting, and he burns it down. So I go in there a couple of days ago, and I say, hey, I would like to pick up a pre-roll and some wax. Sips of water. I want to pick up a pre-roll and some wax, right? And he goes, sure. And I'm talking to him, and he goes, how was your day? Oh, good. I just got off of work. I work right across the street at so-and-so. And he goes, oh, let me give you our local discount. And I say, oh my God, I've been here like 50 times, and I never knew about an employee discount. Not employee, but you know what I'm saying. A person that works in the mall. Because I work on the Pearl Street Mall in Boulder. Okay? Just gave away my location. So now I get a discount, and I've been wasting money, dude. Because all the other people that have helped me out, they didn't fucking listen to me when I told them I worked right across the street. So I got my bag. I'm on my way home. I got glue ball. Glue ball is a fucking crazy ass strain. And it really kicked me off my feet. Kicked me to my booty. Fell right on my caboose. Fell right on my butt. I get into my van, I throw on the Harry Styles album, man. Is it kind of mid? Yeah. And does he kind of love that he says shit like mid now? Of course he loves it. The Harry Styles album is a little bit mid. I'm driving home, I'm smoking a joint, and I always look right behind me to make sure there's not any cops behind me. Right? Because there's always those videos you see on like Live PD or those YouTube cop videos where the dude isn't paying attention, he's smoking in the car, and that's the one thing that's illegal is smoking and driving. Let me just say, I'm in a wrecked state. You gotta be doing something illegal, dude. And they're legalizing everything these days. They're legalizing fucking meth. They're legalizing, I believe, murder in some states is legalized if you have the right registration for it. They legalize a lot of things. So I'm just trying to do one thing that's a little bit outside of the box. I smoke on the way home. Smoke all the time. Nobody's dying, right? Look behind me, there's no cops. So I'm just kind of cruising. And of course, you kind of zone out a bit because you're smoking and you're driving. You're focused on driving. And I take a puff of this joint. And I look over to my left. And there is a fucking deputy ranger, sheriff, right next to me. And I'm smoking a joint. A really heavy sativa. And there's a cop right next to me on the interstate. And I just took a big ass hit. Right? And he's one of those state troopers. That's what it is. It's not a deputy ranger. It's a state trooper. Right fucking next to me, dude. And I feel my heart sink and I have the biggest hit because I've been so dummy with the joints lately, man. I'll just go. Oh, you thought he was done? Are we still going? Because he takes the longest hits in the world. So I got this big ass hit in my lungs, and I'm worried this cop's gonna fucking know that I'm smoking. So I hold the hit in, the cop goes in front of me, I exhale, and your boy got kind of comfy with it, and he finished the rest of the J with the cop going in front of him. Because the cop went away. Because he's got the green shirt, the glue ball strain, and he's feeling stupid confident with it, man. He's feeling stupid confident with it. I remember a buddy of mine who used to deal me mushrooms would always tell me two things. He'd be like, don't smoke on the highway. And then he had a motorcycle. And I would always bring up, oh, I want to get a motorcycle too, but I have a van right now. But eventually I want a motorcycle because I want to get a motorcycle and drive it throughout the backcountry where there's just nobody. Where I can just be in nature with the mountains, with the animals, and just drive for hours. And he said, you know what, man? That's actually the most dangerous place out in the middle of nowhere to drive your motorcycle. The safest place to drive a motorcycle is the highway. Dude, what? And he's from Florida. And he said the safest place to drive a motorcycle is the highway. My way or the highway? And I'm like, are you sure, dude? And he said, yeah, because when you're in these really, really remote spots and you're just driving down back roads, you can hit a deer, you can hit a fox. When has somebody ever hit a fox? So it's safest to drive on the highway. The most accidents happen on the fucking highway, dude. And then he gave me a bag of mushrooms, got on his motorcycle, and zoomed off to the highway. You gotta love it. I hope you all been well, man. Before recording this, I made a pizza. I changed up the pace of this a little bit. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't so high that I would hurt myself while making the pizza. So I got one of those pizza pans. You know when you go to a nice pizza place and you see somebody and they got this big ass pan that they grab the pizza with so their hands don't get hot and they grab the pizza? I got one of those for the house. And it's super steezy. It's like we got a Brickstone Pizza Cafe. It's ridiculous, dude. And I go to get my pizza, and I got the pan, and I put it under the pizza, and I pushed it a bit too far, and guess what, dude? Burned my knuckles! Something's burning in here. It's my knuckles. Yeah, man. My knuckles got burnt. The pizza was great, but I burnt my knuckles. Anyways, man, let's get to some skate news, dude. It has been a big weekend for Battle of the Barracks 12 Round 3. Well, an interesting weekend at the most, I will say, okay? We had Jamie Griffin versus Vinny Bond, which was a very surprising game. I reviewed that game yesterday. Check it out. It's on the channel. Vinny Bond bailed on a kickflip. And Jamie Griffin had just faced Spencer Barton that same day. I get he was nervous, but Vinny Bond was definitely off of his game. Jamie Griffin, on the other hand, murdered, dude. Like, he has early Battle of the Barracks Paul Rodriguez energy. He is a man on a mission. He's destroying flat ground. This is somebody that can compete with Luan. This is somebody that can compete with Seva. And I would love to see Jamie go up against those guys. There's been some really good games this weekend. So today I'm going to review Battle of the Barracks 12 Round 3's Luan Oliveria versus Dashawn Jordan. Luan and Dashawn are two legendary skaters in contests or the streets. They jump down big stair sets, and they're both just crazy with flip tricks. Luan's got this next level pop to where when he flips a trick, it almost seems like he can stay in the air forever to let it flick as much as he wants. And Luan has so much speed and the fastest, most aggressive flick in the game. So without further ado, I'm going to review Battle of the Barracks 12 Round 3, Luan Oliveria versus Dashawn Jordan. After that Jamie Griffin game, I really need a good game. Oh, and here we go. Luan's not even here, dude. Oh, he's in Brazil. We got Luan Oliveria. Skating for Nike SB, Flip Skateboards, and Dashawn Jordan. Skating for Toy Machine and Nike SB. Damn, dude. Battle of the Barracks 12 has been so just unorganized. I bet people are just stoked to see this, though, considering that Arlene couldn't compete due to visa issues. But it's like, if you have a big budget like the Barracks does, you should be able to fly people out like Luan. You should be able to financially contribute to make some of this stuff work, because these games get a lot of views. They make the Barracks money, so they deserve to put some money into it. Because, like, dude, look at this, man. The TV right here. Hopefully this will be a good game. I'm nervous about this. And we got Seva reading the rules, which is pretty sick. So also Seva announced that there's not going to be a referee for this game because there's no one here. Which, I get that there's no one here for the game, but you need a referee, dude. Especially, like, have somebody who's with Luan that can ref him, and have somebody there, hopefully Seva will do that, to referee Dashawn. That's super important, dude. Let's see how this game goes. I'm very intrigued by this game's Battle of the Barracks 12 weekend. Yeah, see, dude, already, dude, they're fucking up the Rochambeau. They got to go, like, behind just to do it. All right, Luan's leading. Luan starts with a kickflip. So we're off to a good start because Dashawn didn't bail the kickflip, right? I love how Dashawn's hats are always, like, matching his shoes. Got the double blue. And it's crazy that Luan Oliveria still skates for fucking Flip Skateboards. So iconic. Wow. Frontside half cab kickflip from Dashawn. Just barely caught that. Luan did a frontside flip. A lot of people want to see Luan make it to the finals this Battle of the Barracks season. I would love to see Luan versus Jamie Griffin. I think that'd be a really fun game. We might be leading there. Damn, that was a fat switch heel flip from both of them. Also, Luan has a little bit of an advantage being at his home park. You know, he's really comfortable there. And I gotta say, it looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing than the Barracks right now. So Luan did a hard flip into Dashawn. Ooh, just got his first letter, an S on that hard flip. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Bears needs to work on some of their visuals. That hard flip from Luan was crazy. Yeah, almost letting it primo on that. Dashawn gets his first letter, letter S. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about the whole FaceTimed in deal. I get it, they're trying to get the finals out by June because people kept telling them BATB12 was going to go on for years on end. So they really wanted to make sure that it ended soon. And God, hopefully they take a break before the next one, or they plan the next one out more. Luan with a switch frontside 360. So steezy. Yeah, that was definitely going to be a bail for Dashawn. Going mad slow for that. You always know when a homie's going slow, he either doesn't know the trick or it's just definitely going to be a bail. A fat half cab kickflip. Yeah, it's also like, so Luan has this comfortability of being in his home park, and Dashawn has this uncomfortability of being at the barracks just alone. A couple of filmers and nobody else. It's got to be a really kind of strange vibe there. Damn, so Dashawn's got SKA on the switch frontside flip. Flick just didn't make it all the way. Kind of lost track of the flick on the board. Wow, fakey hard flip 180. And Dashawn has T. This may be a quick game. Luan doesn't have any letters right now. Fakey double kickflip. Damn, dude. And Luan's booking it too. He has a perfect ride-up spot in his park for that. Wow, and Dashawn just nailed that fakey double kickflip. No nerves, dude. Landed that on bolts. Dashawn's a great skater under pressure. And that's why I kind of wish there could be an audience here, man. This is a contest. And the later we get into the rounds, like, there should be more people there. There shouldn't be more people in the contest for rounds 1 than round 3. Nollie backside 180 heel flip. Dashawn leads. And Luan lands it. Ooh, I love a fakey varial heel flip. Very awkward trick. Ooh. See, I maybe would have done a redo for that. It's also defense. It was a little sketchy, but hey, there's no refs this game. So it doesn't really matter. Wow, bigger spin kickflip 180 from Dashawn. Fakey 540 flip. He's really trying to get some letters on Luan right now, dude. You can tell he's like, shit, I'm at T. I got to bust this shit out. And Luan gets his first letter. Okay, so Luan has S. It's S to T. Wow, the big spin heel flip. Wow, they both just bailed their last trick, so it's back into Dashawn's hands. Changing up the trick was a pretty solid idea. Wow, we counted that? Did we really count that? He changed up his trick selection to just a 540 flip. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would allow that. He just kind of tilts a little bit when he lands. That's just, yeah. Ah, so Luan has SK. This game's starting to build up a little bit. Big spin heel flip from Dashawn. He caught that perfectly, dude. Dashawn's got a mean big spin heel flip, laser flip. Really any heel flip variation. Okay, dude, it's A to T. Luan has A and Dashawn has T. Frontside half calf heel flip. Kind of changing it up with a more simplistic trick. Good idea for strategy. Out here in the Nike gear. Dashawn has good style. Wow, a nollie varial heel flip. Dashawn's making sure to do some difficult and some weird tricks, dude. I dig it. Ooh, bails on the backside 180 heel flip. And a switch tray from Luan leading. Dashawn nails it. For a FaceTime game, this is turning out to be a really good game. Shit, dude, he has one more. Dashawn has one more try on a varial kickflip. Holy shit, dude! Could you imagine if he would have bailed a varial kickflip? Everybody's used to flicking 540 and, 360. You gotta learn how to control that. Wow, fakey varial kickflip. Smart move from Luan. Good strategy right there. Damn, a Swiss 360 shove-it. That's always your biggest fear with a Swiss 3 shove or a Swiss pop shoves, that you land primo. Yeah, Dashawn just stomped that primo. Ah, there we go. So Dashawn is out. And the winner of that match is going to be Luan Oliveria. That was honestly a great game for a FaceTime match. So we're going to have a finals night level game up next of Luan Oliveria versus Seva Krutkov. And you know that's going to be gnarly, dude. I really hope that doesn't take place right after this game and they're doing it via FaceTime. I hope we can see them compete in person because, damn, dude, we are going to have a gnarly finals night coming up. What did you think of this game? Did you like the FaceTime aspect? And do you wish they could have worked out some visa stuff for Arlene Gerard so that he had a chance to compete in Battle of the Barracks 12? I'm excited to see Luan move on. I really want to see Luan go up against Jamie, so fingers crossed that happens. But let me know what you think in the comments and follow if you want to see more. And of course, shove it all over that subscribe button, man. Get down there in the comments, follow me on TikTok, and let me know what skate video you want to see next. Listen, man, a lot of people do it well, but few people do it as well is live well, okay? If you are looking to get cannabis, I'm talking flower, concentrates, edibles, merch, glassware, you name it, Live Well Enlightened Health is the place to do that. If you are in the Colorado area, go into Live Well, pick yourself up something nice. I just got this really nice hashtag hash indica, I believe it's called Fluffhead. Oh, dude, is that getting me stupid high right now? Absolutely love it. And I picked up an ounce of flour just because I wanted to show the people some love. What did I get? It's called Angry Ginger. And dude, the person who pitched me this strain was like, man, this is the best strain to have when you have some people over that don't smoke a lot. It's one of the cleanest, best highs. And let me just say, they weren't lying, dude. So if you want to grab some good cannabis, go to Live Well today. And when you go in there and grab something nice, mention You Can Shove It at the checkout. Thanks to Live Well for supporting the podcast. Let's get back to the show. Well, I do want to say this, man, to keep an update with what I've been talking about on recent episodes. I am coming off my medication right now. And dude, has that been a shitty circumstance, bro? Is it so shitty coming off a medication that's supposed to help you? Yeah, it is, dude. Even though it doesn't fully help you sometimes. And when I started the medication, they gave me really bad diarrhea. You know it. So I really hope I don't have to go back to this medication. Because if I do go back to this medication, it's diarrhea time. Right? Nobody likes diarrhea. But I'm coming off of this medication and I'm prepping for a mushroom trip because your boy's gonna meet God. He's gonna get real mushy with it. And I feel like this is the right move, man. A big part of me feels like maybe I'm missing home. Like maybe I'm missing some people that are close to me and I want to be able to connect with them. But it's this weird thing, dude. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like I can't reach them to a certain degree. And I want to be able to trip to deal with some of that and to deal with some of my anxiety around not being able to see certain people who I love and dealing with the anxiety of death, dude. There's a lot of anxiety around death, and it's not even death for me. I don't fear dying, dude. Death can come knocking down my door, bro. But when it comes to somebody I love, dude, that's just something that's really hard to wrestle. And in the past, when I've done trips, dude, it's been such a nice way to clear my head and to just be like, to get a broader perspective of the world and to understand I don't have to take everything so seriously, dude. You can just kick back and I know this sounds really trippy, but just let the universe unfold. You know, you can sit back and simply let everything not even fall into place, man. Maybe even fall out of place. But sometimes I just feel all of this feels like so much, dude. All of this feels like so much sometimes. And the world, Earth, the universe, the fact that we are on this this spinning rock in the middle of space, and we have these meat bags that our spirit is in, and that we live and go to work and do these kind of silly, minuscule things. To me, it's hard to wrap my head around sometimes. So that's why I want to go on back into this psychedelic plane, man. I want to try to not find answers, but some peace, maybe some peace, dude. Maybe to have a broader perspective on some of the questions I have, because right now it just feels very narrow. And I want it to be very wide, you know. So I'm missing home a little bit, dude. And let me just say, dude, this didn't fucking help, dude. This didn't help me missing home, because everybody here shits on Florida. They call it a Confederate state, and it's not, dude. Florida is one of the greatest places in this God-loved, God-feared country, dude. Florida is one of the greatest lands in the United States. People see weird shit here, and it phases them, bro. It phases them. It doesn't phase this guy. That's another day in Florida, dude. Person dropping off meth at the store, that's another day in Florida. Two people making love in a fitting room, that's another day in Florida. Lots of nudity happening. Somebody going into a fitting room, me handing them a pair of shorts, going to get them another size, coming back 20 seconds later, and them being butt-ass naked for them to see them head to toe. Yeah, crazy shit's happening. But don't you disrespect where I'm from. I'm proud of where I'm from. I love where I'm from. I wouldn't be who I am without Florida, baby. And I'm missing home right now. I'm missing home a little bit. And it doesn't help reading that this Florida man was bitten by an alligator that he mistook for a dog. Florida man was bitten by an alligator that he mistook for a little pup. You know? He thought it was a dog on a long leash, dude. A man in Southwest Florida is recovering after he was bitten in the leg by an alligator. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission says the 7-foot gator bit a chunk out of a man's leg outside of a motel late Tuesday night. Hey, dude, you don't have a 7-foot scaly dinosaur dog, do ya? Hey, dude, you're not Chris Pratt in Jurassic Park. What are you smoking, dude? Pass it along. Pass it over here, dude. I wanted a little dinosaur dog. But let me just say, dude, this might be a Floridian in the flesh right here. You got a little baby gator right there. You gotta love a little baby alligator. And a 7-footer, man, that's not even much. People be finding 19, 20-foot alligators in Florida these days. He probably just saw a little critter. He's like, come on, get over here. Probably wanted to tussle around and wrestle with the gator. And you can't blame him, dude. That was just another, people say that people in China eat dog, and that's just another animal to them. Well, dude, a gator in Florida is just another little pet, not a little critter. People out here, dude, all the time, bro, they call them bug. They ain't bug. That's a critter. That's one thing you gotta know, you're gonna be out there in the South. That ain't no bug. That's a critter. That's a critter right now. And if I had a dog, I would name him Critter, and I would say, go, Critter, get! Go out now, get! That's what you want to do if you have a dog. Go out now, get! So this dude was probably just playing with a baby alligator, had a little bite. Maybe he wanted to get bit and have superpowers, become Alligator Man. Wasn't that the lizard with the... Isn't that what the lizard wanted? The 49-year-old victim says it was dark out and he mistook the gator for a dog on a long leash. A witness says he ran outside and saw deputies surrounding the gator. Wow, dude. The victim was taken to the hospital and is doing okay. Deputies believe the gator came from a drain near the motel. We got gators living in drains out here, dude. We got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Gators. You know? We got 4 different gators in Florida just getting out there in the sewers, biting people, fighting crime. You got these little bitch-ass superheroes in Seattle, but we got gators protecting us out here in Florida. We got Mother Nature out here kind of making way with the land. And that's a beautiful thing right there. Having a dinosaur or some kind of a weird critter on your side. And people get real fed up with Florida and all the laws they're doing there. But let me just say this, dude. Thank a God I don't want to have kids. Because anytime on TikTok I see a video of a teacher It's just this like young 30-year-old girl who's dying for attention. Give me attention. Give me attention. Give me attention. You know? Bit didn't work the way he thought it would. They're dying for attention. And I saw this minutes before recording. I was about to record. He sat in the chair. He got cozy. Clicked over to TikTok and saw this bitch.
Me telling my students my ex-BF texted me.
Are you ready? Yeah. So, there I was minding my own business, and guess who texted me last night?
These are like 3rd, 4th graders, dude. Why do they need to know about your ex-boyfriend? You're crazy.
My ex-boyfriend. What did he say? He said,
this girl does not have any friends, dude. This girl comes home from a day working with children to an empty couch. She makes one of those frozen hamburger helper meals, and she throws on Mrs. Marvel, and she's sitting in the Avengers lore.
I wish every single night I wish that I could text you, but I just don't, frowny face.
Can we see the text?
Oh! That's a little sussy! Dude, that kid literally said, that's a little sussy, dude. Oh my God, dude. Aren't you supposed to be teaching them history? Aren't you But you gotta love the kid in the bed. That's a little sussy, dude. The kid has a little bit of a crush on her, right? It's a little sus.
Can we see the text?
Oh, I love that kid. Sounds like he plays baseball. That's a little bit sussy. What time is his period? And we have ball after this.
He's definitely sus for sure.
Why don't you get back up?
I didn't text him back, should I?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you were surprised. Should I text him back? Yes. The kids want drama. They don't care about you. They care about the story. Hell, they may be rooting for the ex-boyfriend. And let me just say, dude, ex-boyfriend, dude, she belongs to the streets, man. She belongs to the streets, and she doesn't even belong to the streets because she's a school teacher. She belongs to the government workplace. You know? No, dude, how crazy you gotta be to bring up your love life to a bunch of fucking 5th graders, dude. A bunch of 4th graders, man. How crazy you gotta be? You know? Oh, and somebody sent me this, bro, because back in my Pentecostal days, I used to be a fucking, like, you know, I used to preach the gospel and shit. And there used to be a big Christian wave of all these people being like, you gotta come to God, and you gotta love the Lord, and you gotta serve with us for free. And they were doing a lot of Old Navy stuff, getting a lot of children to work for them and just say it was for the Lord. But somebody sent me this and just said kind of a throwback to old times.
Who cares about Johnny Depp? Nobody. You know why they let that?
Who cares about Johnny Depp? This dude's voice, dude. Who cares about Johnny Depp?
They let that nonsense go on for weeks because they wanted to distract the sheep.
Some of these pastors are way too woke with it, dude. They want to distract the sheep. They want to distract the sheep. Dude, I want whatever these dudes are on. I think I've been making the wrong move, smoking so much fucking weed. What are these Christian dudes on, man? Is it the love of God? If the love of God's gonna make me act like that, dude, then let's get on it, bro.
Our pastor kicked Democrats out of church.
Yeah. Whoa! Our pastor kicked Democrats out of church. I don't think that's actually legal. I actually don't think that's how freedom works, dude. Our pastor kicked Democrats and black people, Democrats out of church. Our pastor kicked Mexican people, Democrats, black people, our pastor kicked women, our pastor kicked a lot of people out of church. Our pastor's on medication.
Our pastor kicked Democrats out of church.
Oh my God, dude. One more time.
Yeah.
This dude's absolutely off the rails.
Who cares about Johnny Depp? Nobody. You know why they let that nonsense go on for weeks? Because they...
Also, you know who cares about Johnny Depp, dude? So many people.
wanted to distract the sheep. Our pastor kicked Democrats out of church.
Dude's dressed for Men's Warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude's just buying out here, dude. Are you even preaching the gospel? And who's clapping to that? Who is clapping to that, dude? Somebody let the 12-year-old kid with the weird opinion from the back of the table at the school lunch cafeteria, somebody let him become a pastor. This is what happens with these dudes, man. Everybody's got these sexual assault charges because you got all these pastors that are ripped, looking chiseled, looking like a piece of ham. But the nerdy ones who never bag, they don't got any weird sexual misconduct on their resume. So they get in there and they start betting. They start betting, bro. Get a grip. You know? Come to the Lord. Let the Lord bring you back in. Let the Lord snuggle you up, dude. Get in there with the Lord. You know, I'm not always on the Christian way, but there's some times, man, I can get real cozy with the Lord. Jesus, for God's sake, he was a baby, a little baby in a manger. You know, getting people high off of wine, dude. You know what I'm saying? Mad love to Weed the People, man. Weed the People's always sending gnarly shit, and we're gonna close the show with something gnarly from Weed the People. Of course, we're gonna close the show with something gnarly. We double-digit it up, man. And they sent me this a while back, and I was really thinking about this. And I was thinking about the fact this is a real thing. And should I do this? Should I start training for my Pattinson body and become an athlete? Should I do this? So this is what We the People sent. We got grown-ass men out here motherfucking pillow fighting, bro. Grown men pillow fighting. Oh, dude! And he takes the socks and shoes off. Oh, he's getting real comfy with it, too. Look at this, dude. This is the perfect thing for me. And you know a lot of women are loving watching some men just pillow it up, bro. I love how he takes a sock. Dude, he doesn't just take the shoes off. He takes a sock off with it, dude. Bare feet on the ground. We got some grown men pillow fighting out here. I'm all team red, dude. This bitch over here's got his shoes on. This is Mexican. What are you gonna do, bro? Take your shoes off, bro? Yo, that's gotta be out of bounds, bro. You know? Also, bro, he fucking whips that shit, dude. Like, that blue guy glocked him in the face, but this guy with the red, man, he's so stupid cozy with it, man. And you know he's coming home to his girl after this, and she's like, how was it today? He's like, oh, I fucking beat the shit out of that guy. With the pillow? Yeah. And he and he goes home to go to bed, and he puts his head on the pillow before he like goes, ooh. He's like, he kind of gets scared putting his head on the pillow. He's like, ooh, you know, like, and he goes to lay and to rest his head. Dude, should I become a professional pillow fighter? I think I should do this, dude. I've been hitting pillows since, for a long time. I wasn't big into the UFC, into the football, into the softball. But I was a big pillow fighter. So maybe I should get out there, dude. Maybe this is my way to be like the Logan Paul. It's maybe my way to be the Robert Downey Jr. of my generation, dude. Just pillow fighting that bitch, dude. There's still some hope. Hey, that's the episode for today, man. If you want to support the channel, you know what to do. Shove it all over that subscribe button, man. Shove that subscribe button. If you don't skate, listen, this is your opportunity, dude. Do a switch front shove, do a nollie shove it, whatever you like on that subscribe button. Maybe send it to your grandma, right? She's in a wheelchair. She knows what it's like to roll around, okay? Have her do a shove it on that subscribe button. Get down there in the comments. Let me know what you want to see next. Have a great week. Get a coffee. Enjoy being out with Mother Nature. And play a game of skate with a friend, or maybe play it with an enemy. And of course, my friends, Shuv-it. Peace.